Have you ever wondered about the root of the long-standing Israel-Palestine conflict? This intricate tapestry of history, politics, and religion begins to unravel in 1948 with the creation of the State of Israel. This seminal moment, celebrated by some as a haven for Jews post-Holocaust, was seen by Palestinians as the Nakba, or catastrophe, as it marked the beginning of their displacement. This birth of a nation was not without its pains, leading to a war that would set the stage for the decades of conflict to follow. Fast forward to 1967, we witnessed the Six-Day War, a swift but defining conflict that saw Israel capture key territories, including the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem, further fueling the conflict. Then, in the 1990s, there was a glimmer of hope. The Oslo Accords, brokered by the United States, promised mutual recognition and a path towards peace. But alas, this proved to be a fragile truce. By the early 2000s, the Second Intifada, or uprising, erupted, plunging the region into a renewed cycle of violence. The echoes of these events reverberate in the present day, shaping the lives and futures of those caught in the crossfire. But to fully grasp the complexities of this conflict, we need to delve into the events of 2023. Fast forward to 2023, the conflict has taken new turns. The year kicked off with heightened tensions during Ramadan and Passover, a time when peace and reflection should have been at the forefront. Instead, the Israel-Palestine conflict escalated to a new level of violence. In Tel Aviv, the serenity was shattered when a car rammed into a group of tourists, resulting in the tragic death of an Italian citizen and injuring others. The driver, a Palestinian citizen of Israel, was shot and killed by police. This incident was not an isolated one. Two British-Israeli women were shot and killed by Palestinian assailants near the occupied West Bank, adding to the escalating violence. In Jerusalem's Old City, armed Israeli police raided Al-Aqsa Mosque, one of the holiest sites in Islam. This incursion led to clashes with Palestinians, further fueling the already volatile situation. Social media videos emerged showing Israeli authorities using force against worshippers, a sight that sent shockwaves across the globe. As these events unfolded, a significant shift was observed in the United States. Sympathy for Palestinians among American adults hit a new high of 31%, a leap attributed to the increased use of social media by Palestinians to share their experiences. High-profile celebrities like Gigi and Bella Hadid also used their platforms to voice support for Palestine, influencing public opinion. This shift was particularly pronounced among Democrats, with 49% expressing sympathy for Palestinians compared to 38% for Israelis. This was a marked increase from just 5 years prior, when only 23% of Democrats sympathized with Palestinians. However, it's important to note that support for Israel remains strong in the U.S., with 68% of Americans viewing the state favorably. This is in stark contrast to the mere 26% who hold favorable views towards the Palestinian Authority. Yet despite the rising sympathies and shifting narratives, the reality for Palestinians remains unchanged. The hardships of living under Israeli occupation or blockade persist, and the road to resolution seems as elusive as ever. The changes in public opinion may eventually impact policy decisions, but for now, the conflict continues unabated. So, what does the future hold for Israel and Palestine, and how can you contribute to the cause? That's a question that deserves thoughtful consideration. Let's delve into it. The potential outcomes of the Israel-Palestine conflict are as diverse as the factors contributing to it. The situation could further escalate, leading to more violence and loss. On the other side of the spectrum, peace negotiations could be resumed, offering a glimmer of hope. However, the path to peace is fraught with challenges and necessitates the willingness of all parties involved to compromise. But what role can you play in all this? Quite a significant one, actually. One of the most potent tools at your disposal is raising awareness. Spreading the word about the conflict, its roots, and its impacts can create a ripple effect. As more people understand the realities of the situation, the pressure on political entities to act responsibly and seek peaceful solutions increases. Supporting humanitarian efforts is another crucial way you can help. Numerous organizations are working tirelessly to provide relief to those affected by the conflict. These organizations rely on donations to fund their activities, from providing food and medical aid to offering psychological support to those traumatized by the violence. Advocacy is another powerful tool. By advocating for a peaceful resolution to the conflict, you're contributing to the collective voice demanding justice, human rights, and peace. This can be done through peaceful protests, writing to your local representatives, or using your digital platforms to amplify the call for peace. And let's not forget education. Understanding the complexities of the Israel-Palestine conflict is essential to avoid the spread of misinformation and to foster empathetic conversations. From credible news sources to insightful books and documentaries, equip yourself with knowledge and share it with others. With your help, the hope for a peaceful resolution remains alive. Remember, every voice counts.